products are like carbon dioxide, water plus new cells. Now you just imagine that these are the biosolids. In the aeration tank, you can see two things. One is with a like a liquid treated effluent. Then in addition to that, you can see the suspended biomass, or we can say as a suspended solids. The reason is that, okay, even though you are passing the dissolved organics, only the liquid into the aeration tank, because of the anaerobic decomposition, that leads to the production of new biosolids. Therefore, at the outlet of the aeration tank, you can see not only the wastewater along Sharon, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's audible.
I don't know, some problem in network connection. I don't know. I'm sharing my file.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible now.
Yeah. Therefore, the main objective of like a conventional treatment system is to remove suspended solids, and then also to remove the biodegradable organics, especially in the carbonaceous form. Okay, then afterwards it is the treated effluent is discharged into nearby water bodies. Okay, therefore, depending upon the purpose, we have to go with aerobic system or anaerobic system. Then if you want to remove nitrates, then you have to add one more unit that is called as anoxic systems. Yeah, now you can see this. Yeah, aerobic. This process requires oxygen for degradation of the substrate. The end products are carbon dioxide, water plus new cells. Then there you can expect a lot of sludge. Okay. The reason for in the layout system, I have just indicated two things. One is the sludge wasting line, another one is the sludge return line. That means one part of the settled biomass from the secondary sedimentation tank to be recycled back to the aeration tank in order to maintain some amount of biomass in the aeration tank. Then one part of the biomass to be wasted in order to maintain the concept called mean cell residence time that I will teach you later, not now. You just understand that one part in the aerobic process, we have to waste one part of the biomass, then we have to recycle one part of the biomass again into the aeration tank. That concept is very important. Then in the anaerobic decomposition, it does not require any oxygen. Okay, the end products are methane, carbon dioxide, water plus new cells. Then, but this system requires a slightly elevated temperature for the active to accelerate the decomposition process. Then the anoxic, here nitrate is used as the terminal electron acceptor. Okay, then nitrate is converted into nitrogen gas. Okay, therefore the main end products are carbon dioxide, water plus new cells plus nitrogen gas. Then the effectiveness of secondary treatment system depends on the availability of high density of microorganisms. Then good contact between organisms and the waste. Then availability of the waste. The availability of the waste is the biodegradable organic matter. Biodegradable organics. Then favorable temperature, favorable pH. Generally we should maintain. This should be 30 degree. This should be with 7 to 7.5. Then absence of toxic compounds. This is very important. If there is any toxic compounds, that should be removed prior to the biological system, like heavy metals, then phenols, phenolic compounds, that should be removed prior to the biological system. Then depending upon the attachment of the microorganisms with wastewater or to the medium, it may be classified as suspended growth biological system, biological process or biological systems, maybe suspended growth system. Then another one is attached growth system. In the suspended growth system, the microorganisms responsible for the oxidation of organic matter is suspended in the liquid. For example, we have seen in the treatment plant layout, we have aeration tank. Aeration tank is full of liquid. You are supplying the oxygen. And this is SST. This process is called like activated sludge process. Activated sludge process, ASP. Example for suspended growth system is activated sludge process. This is an aerobic process. Okay, the microorganisms responsible for the removal of biodegradable organics is suspended in the liquid. Whereas in case of attached growth or fixed growth system, the microorganisms responsible for the removal of biodegradable organics is attached with some filter medium. The example, the unit is called like a trickling filter. Trickling filters, both are aerobic process. Even in anaerobic also you have a suspended growth system, then attached growth anaerobic systems are there. Example, lot of treatment systems may operate with suspended growth, anaerobic process, attached growth, anaerobic process. In case of here, what are the examples I have indicated here is completely related with the aerobic process. Okay. Example for suspended growth aerobic process is activated sledge system. Then example for attached growth or fixed growth aerobic processes, trickling filters, then rotating biological contactors. These are the units. Okay. In the trickling filter, what they after primary treatment, okay, they will pass the wastewater to the trickling filter. This filter is like filled with the sandy medium. Okay, it's maybe the it may be the sand or it may be other filter medium. Okay, then you are passing the wastewater or you are sprinkling the wastewater over the entire surface area of the trickling filter. That means you are allowing the wastewater to percolate through the filter. Then during that, then also you have to provide some like arrangements to force the oxygen through into the entire depth of the trickling filter. Then during this retention time, then the microorganisms may attach on the surface of the sandy medium or the filter medium. And then for example, this is the sandy medium. Then there will you can expect the formation of biofilm over this medium. Then you are passing the wastewater, then automatically the microorganisms present in this biofilm will oxidize this organic matter into carbon dioxide, water plus some new cells that will be collected at the bottom. Is it clear about the trickling filter concept? Anyway, we will study in detail maybe after 2-3 classes. Now you just understand that what is suspended growth, what is attached growth. Okay, suspended, it is like liquid, you are supplying the oxygen. The microorganisms is suspended in the liquid, whereas in case of attached growth, the microorganisms may attach to the filter medium and then it carry out all the operations. And then tertiary treatment is mainly to remove the pathogens, okay, also to remove the nutrients. For example, if you want to reuse the treated effluent to like for irrigation or for drinking purpose, okay, or if you want to in order to take care of your water sources, okay, that river water bodies, maybe you can remove completely all the nutrients, okay, before discharging into nearby water bodies. Okay, then second concept that also we have already studied, what is anaerobic digestion. Okay, then this is an example for activated sledge process. If you, as a municipal wastewater, we have a primary, secondary, and then treated effluent. You can see here that this is a bar screen, grid chamber, then primary clarifier, or it is called as primary sedimentation tank. Then you are passing the wastewater into the aeration basin. There you are supplying the oxygen. This is an example for suspended growth system. Then you have a secondary clarifier. Then one part of the sludge is wasted. Then other part of the sludge is returned. Again, it is recycled into the aeration tank. Then you will get the maybe after disinfection that may be discharged into nearby water bodies. Now coming to the sludge, okay, maybe you can expect the sludge from 2 different locations. One is from the primary sedimentation tank. There you can expect a large amount of suspended solids that may be settled at the bottom of your basin. Okay, that may be taken to the sludge digester. Okay, then you are wasting one part of the active biosolids. Therefore, here you can expect inorganic suspended solids, but here whatever the biosolids are completely organic in nature. Biosolids are organic, but the suspended solids settled in the primary sedimentation tank It includes both organic and inorganic. Then we have to remove the sludge, okay, because it's like a solid matter. Therefore, we have to dispose it properly, because this is like the sludge from the secondary clarifier is completely biosolids. That should be taken care. Therefore, what you have to do is initially you have to pass the sludge into the sludge thickener. Because the whatever the sludge you are getting from the primary clarifier as well as from SST is with the moisture content. Therefore, that should be the moisture content should be removed and then to be taken to the anaerobic digester. Okay, anaerobic digester is, for example, you have a semi-solid semi-solids. It is not a wastewater, it is a semi-solid. The whatever the sludges are, it is a semi-solid in nature. That it may undergo anaerobic decomposition and produces methane and carbon dioxide. Okay, it's one form of energy recovery from the sludges. Then after anaerobic digestion, the outlet of this is the digested sludge. Digested sludge. This may be passed into the sludge drying beds. Okay, sludge instead of belt press, it may be taken to the sludge drying beds. Then after sludge drying, like because the digested sludge again contains moisture content, that moisture to be removed by passing the sludge into the sludge drying beds. It's like a open land. Okay, in the open land, you have to just you have to prepare some beds with a sandy medium. Okay, then if you are passing the digested sludge, okay, over this sludge drying beds, okay, the water may percolate through the porous medium. It may reach the bottom of your sludge drying beds. The solids, dried solids may be deposited over the surface of the bed. Okay, therefore maybe you can recover it and then it can be used as a manure. Okay, is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is a complete setup of like treatment systems. Okay, here instead of aerobic, I have given examples for trickling filter. Okay, the concept is aerobic process, but it is an attached growth system. Okay, you have to provide a sandy medium to support the biofilm growth. I think I will stop with this, and then tomorrow I will start with screen chamber. Okay, please have your calculator with you. Okay, then we will do all the problems. Okay, now onwards, okay, I will start with like a screen chamber. What is the principle? Maybe I can explain the layout of the screen chamber. Then I will give some formula to calculate the head loss. Then also I will give some like guidelines. Okay, how to design the screen chamber. Okay, with that we will do all the calculations.
Ma'am?
1 minute. I will take the attendance.
Ma'am, can